With the help of everyone here tonight, the golden age of America has officially begun, and the golden age of just this whole thing, the red states, it's going to be leading the way to making our country richer and safer and stronger than ever before. The red states are going to do good, and the blue states, I don't know, maybe they'll totally disappear off that map.
Donald Trump just stepped onto a stage at a Michigan rally and passed judgment on tens of millions of Americans, specifically everyone who lives in this country's cities. What he said is undeniably ugly, but the irony, that's the real punchline here. What's up everybody, I'm Liam Prescott. There is a very specific story the right loves to tell about our cities, and today we're going to hold every single piece of that narrative up to the light. Then we're going to let Trump himself deliver the kicker. But before we roll the tape, let's actually check the man's work. Let's start with the reality of who actually lives in the places he's attacking.
With the help of everyone here tonight, the golden age of America has officially begun, and the golden age of just this whole thing, the red states, it's going to be leading the way to making our country richer and safer and stronger than ever before. The red states are going to do good, and the blue states, I don't know, maybe they'll totally disappear off that map.
Court documents filed this month, Trump administration officials acknowledged canceling federal clean energy grants to Democrat-leaning states solely for political reasons. Last fall, the Department of Energy decided to review a big list of federal grants that had been approved under the Biden administration. The goal was to see which ones they could cancel. Their final list included over 600 grants awarded in both Democratic and Republican-leaning states. But when the list got to the desk of Russell Vought, the lead author of Project 2025 and the head of Trump's Office of Management and Budget, about half the grants were canceled. California researchers sued, saying that the grants were canceled for political reasons. And in a new court filing in that case, a lawyer for the Department of Energy seems to have admitted just that. Quote, with one exception, the 284 terminated grants went to states that awarded electoral votes to Kamala Harris in the 2024 election, and with 2 Democratic caucusing senators.
The people in his crosshairs are anyone who lives in a Democratic-run city, the very people who keep the biggest economic engines of this country running while he's out on the back nine of his golf course. That is the crowd Donald Trump decided to grade. Well, I think it's time we graded his grievances right back. Let's start with the one you can settle with a simple spreadsheet.
The United States depends upon a redistributive consensus in which blue states pay taxes and red states consume the results of those taxes while everyone pretends it's the other way around. There's a level of literature, or if you want to be unkind, fiction at the top. And that is that the red states are hardy and independent and so on. And like people in the blue states tend to humor that, right? Or Democrats will humor that about Republicans. They won't deny it frontally, usually, that you're hardy and independent and self-reliant and so on. But in fact, we depend on a redistributive consensus in which California, to mention the state you mentioned, or Massachusetts or New York, they pay taxes so that Kentucky and Alabama and Mississippi can have stuff. And that's the way our country works.
Facts are clear. California alone paid DC around $250 billion more than it received back in a single year. New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, these are all net donors to the federal government. They are the ones paying the bills. Here is the kicker. The states most dependent on that federal money are overwhelmingly red. The techers he's ranting about are actually his own base. The very cities he's attacking are the ones subsidizing the states that vote for him.
With the help of everyone here tonight, the golden age of America has officially begun, and the golden age of just this whole thing, the red states, it's going to be leading the way to making our country richer and safer and stronger than ever before. The red states are going to do good, and the blue states, I don't know, maybe they'll totally disappear off that map.
And now I'll just let the irony of that speak for itself. That's the economic part of this story, the part we can settle with a spreadsheet. But now let's move on to the part we can settle with a health inspector. This is where it gets really disgusting. Let's look at the conditions Trump is actually overseeing.
Yet another Donald Trump golf resort has been slapped with multiple health code violations. This time, it is the Trump National Golf Club in Potomac Falls, Virginia. Violations included a large quantity of small flies in the storage room near the employee restrooms, no paper towels at a hand washing station. It appears the dispenser had been removed from the wall. So it's not just that the paper towel dispenser was empty. They just took it down. Like, you guys don't get paper towels when you're done washing your hands. Just kind of do this for a while. Improper handling, cooking, and storage of raw meat. That can get people seriously ill. And the use and storage of pesticides that are not approved for food preparation areas. The inspector found several food items stored at a temperature above the required 41 degrees Fahrenheit minimum, including the blue cheese, which was at 54 degrees, sausage links at 51 degrees, sausage patties at 49 degrees, and pasta at 49 degrees. At the club's grill, the report noted more missing or inadequate hand-washing stations and a violation for workers storing raw steak, raw burgers, and raw fish above sauces, tortillas, and other pre-cooked or ready-to-eat items, leading to a risk of cross-contamination.
The President of the United States actually sat at a podium, looked America in the eye, and told tens of millions of people that they are unclean. He wasn't talking about their leaders, and he wasn't talking about their policies. He was talking about you, the actual people who live in our cities. I'm Liam Prescott, and think about the sheer gall of this. This is the man who golfs while everybody else in this country is actually working. This is the man whose own home state takes more federal money than they give, and whose own buildings can't even pass a basic health inspection. And he wants to tell you how dirty and broke you are. Here is a rule you can live by. Every time Donald Trump points a finger and sneers unclean, check his other hand. It's usually holding a mop he's never touched while he stands right in the middle of a mess that he created. The truth is, the dirtiest thing in this entire story is the guy giving the speech. Let's look at the facts. If you want to support this work, hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. If you stuck around until the very end, drop a blue heart in the comments so I know you're in this fight. Keep on fighting, y'all. Don't let them silence you. Until next time, I'm Liam Prescott and I'll see you soon.